Y'all know what time it is, man. I'm back on with a nothing. You hear me? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, because we've been dropping that heat on. You feel me? Make sure, man, and definitely hit that like button. You understand what I'm saying? And I can't thank y'all enough for the purchases of the shirts, the hats, and things like that. That's on our merch store. So if you're on YouTube, look below. You'll see all our merch. All proceeds goes back into this channel. And I'm telling y'all, they don't want people to know this information. Listen, man, let me tell y'all something. You cannot free a person unless, okay, I'm going to say this. You can't free a slave unless they know they're in bondage. Okay? Very powerful. I'm going to say it again. You cannot free a slave unless they know they're in bondage. And if you don't know what the word bondage means, here it is. Bondage, the state of being a slave. And now that you see the definition of bondage, let's get into this damn video. Listen, man. A lot of us are slaves to this present day, but if you don't realize that, you can't free a person. You cannot free them because they don't even think they're enslaved. People feel like they can do what they want to do in this world. No, you can do what you want to do within the circumference of the government, the things that they permit you to do. You can't even say, you know what's so crazy, man? You got to be a why person. Let's just start off with that too. If you ain't the person, if you ain't the type of person to ask why, then you're going to go with whatever they put in front of you. I've been a why person since I was a jit, since the first time I went to Sunday school. Why the church windows look like that? Why the pews look like that? Why the preacher doing it? I've been a why person. I got to know why. But a lot of people feel as though paying bills every 30 days is natural. That's crazy to me. You feel me? We feel as though going to Walgreens for every little thing, you know, your son go to coffin, your daughter go to coffin, bro, you ain't got to run them to Walgreens every fucking time. Oh, you coughing, you need some medicine, you sick. No, you ain't. You just put a spell on that child. That child ain't sick. Imagine a child that don't know what the word sick means. I keep telling y'all, y'all mind so strong. Your mind is an instrument of your body is an instrument of your mind. If you tell your mind you sick, your body gonna do exactly that. Act sick. I told y'all, people done got fake HIV tests. Fake. And when you see them, they look like they about to die. They dying from the thought. So let's do away with that. Oh man, you crazy about? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. And this is what get me with religious people. So religious. Why you think God ain't gave you everything you need to survive? Why you think these people go at us every fucking day to keep us on that low vibration? They have to. We are divine. You hear me? We are great, amazing. But when you're in a society where people tell you different, that's what you think. And knowing is half the battle. Come on, bro. This is not rocket science. Okay? It's not. But you have to be a why person. You got to ask why. Why? These people have tested rats, okay? How do they get the rats to do what they want the rats to do? They put they gave them something as a treat, okay? That's a paycheck or something similar to it. Or to, you feel what I'm saying? It has to be something that pulls you, draws you like a magnet. I told you can lead a horse to water. You can't make them drink, but the trick is to make them thirsty, okay? This is what all this being on the grid shit does and collecting all this data. It has to be on the grid to collect the data. Meaning, every time you tell Alexa to do something, they collecting that. They hear you. They hear that. Okay? They picking up your voice. Voice recognition. I'm gonna do a whole nother video about voice recognition. What's gonna come? It's gonna blow y'all mind. But listen, a lot of people don't think that they're enslaved. Now listen, before I go further, let's go to the meaning of the word slavery. Check this out. Okay, slave, a person who is legal property of another and is forced to obey them. That's the same thing they had in the Bible, but they took that out. You must obey your slave master and God. Now, when it comes to the workspace, slave means work excessively hard. After slaying away for 14 years, all he got is $2,000. Now you see why a lot of people come from other countries over here to America, make us work for them, all right? Slave, okay? And in school, what they taught us, work hard, work hard, work hard. Now we know what that shit means. Let's get back to this video. Now, check this out, right? From a working space, okay? They did tests on rats. How to make these rats do what they want them to do. They gave them a treat. They did this, they gave them a treat. Notice, every time they tame animals, they give them something, a treat. That treat is a paycheck. That's why they say if you fall in love with the paycheck, that's it. You don't see nothing past that paycheck. Why do you get up every morning? For the paycheck. Why? Why do you go to your job and don't cuss your boss out? For the paycheck. Why do you conduct yourself in a certain way? For the paycheck. They know that. They know you don't give a fuck about the job, but they created a world where you needed a paycheck or a treat in order to keep you doing what you're doing, to control you. That's slavery. The thing about it is this, right? I keep telling y'all, when these people do these tests, they doing them tests on animals to test that shit on us. Trust me, whether it's surgical, psychological, whatever it may be. Think about it. You do everything you do respectfully for the check, because you got to pay your bills. These people got us paying bills every fucking 30 days, repeat. 30 days, repeat. And you mean tell me ain't? I say this all the time. I know y'all be saying like, God damn, that nigga be saying. I say this all the time. You mean we that dumb? Are we that crazy? Us. Me and myself. But what that says, they don't care if one or two people say, fuck, I ain't paying my lights, I ain't doing it. They don't give a damn. That's why divide and conquer is so important. Because if we all woke up and say, man, we ain't paying no motherfucking light bill, man, y'all go to hell, man, woo, woo, woo. Oh, they in trouble. So the TV is important. The movies is important. They put millions of dollars behind writers writing sitcoms to put on TV to put in our minds. Oh, this is how life's supposed to be. Or this is what we should do or shouldn't do. It's all a part about being enslaved. Television. Y'all know what it means, tell your vision. That makes up a lot of people's reality. They don't know nothing past the TV. And the fucked up part about it is you got to go to the store to pay for the flat screen to be enslaved. I'm just showing y'all a deeper way of what they do. Yeah, they pay money. Go look at Good Times. Thank God for Florida Evans, rest her soul. She said she wasn't doing the show unless they had a black father on there. These people didn't want to put a black father on that show for nothing. Imagine a black woman living in the ghetto, poor, no father figure. That gonna make women feel, I gotta stand up and I gotta be strong for my family. Bro, I'm gonna tell you something. And I'm not talking about y'all women. I love y'all. I'm just saying, you living in a world where these people using all these tools to keep us enslaved. Should no black woman raise a child or a family on her own? So every time a black woman say, I don't need a man, mission completed, mission accomplished. Because in all cases, it's not that. But you got to think about me, a person like me, my little platform that's why I use my platform to do the opposite, okay? But look what I'm going against. I'm going against the influences from these big networks, the radio stations, the TV stations, the awards, the musics. You feel what I'm saying? Them people use all that to keep us controlled. That's how a small group of people can control millions of people. Start to make sense? But they use these things to keep us enslaved. So your reality of what life is, or your reality of what a family is, or what a man is, or what a woman is, or whatever it is, they put it there. I just want y'all, I keep saying it because I want you to get it. This is going to help you wake up and realize, damn, you know what? That's true. Everything that we know, we've experienced it through TV, through media. Now we got social media. That's even worse. You feel me? So what I'm telling you is you can't free a slave unless they know they're in bondage. And a lot of people don't know that. Why? Because the powers that be that run the world keep us entertained through sports, keep us entertained through lining up buying joints, keep us entertained by iPhones and Androids and all this shit. They have to every day do that. If they start doing that for one fucking week, like the internet, they call it the internet crashed for a couple of hours, niggas were panicking. Because that makes up your reality. The plate that they put in front of you is all you know. You don't know what's in the kitchen. You feel what I'm saying? It's like walking into a house, and in the circumference of that house, upstairs, downstairs, is your mind. If you don't get access to go outside, up, or in the backyard here, it doesn't exist. That's the box. That's why I say you got to think outside the box. You can't learn unless you open yourself up to learn, to let information in. You can learn from anything or anybody. We can learn from animals. Come on, bro. Like, this shit is not science. When you, like I said, when you become one and one with yourself, the universe opens up to you. I can see things a lot of people can't see. I can hear things a lot of people can't hear. Oh, I'm crazy. I told y'all in the movies, the motherfucker that everybody thought was crazy at the end of the movie was the motherfucker who knew everything. Y'all got to start waking up, bro. Understand that you're enslaved and why. We got to come from up under there. School is the first 12-step brainwash camp. Okay? Like I be saying, if I created a world and told you a third grade education from what we know, okay? A third grade education is a low education from what we know. But when I put you in the world and say, oh, you got to graduate, or you got to go to college, that makes you, I guess, smarter than other people, or give you a better opportunity to be successful within the circumference of within the circumference of the world that you in, right? You could take them same teachers and learners and go to a whole nother environment, and that shit don't mean nothing. You think in the Amazon they need a fucking mechanic? You think in the Amazon they need a plumber? You have to create a world where these things exist and mean something. And this is exactly what the Matrix is, okay? Now we getting somewhere. The Matrix is a made up fucking cyber world, and it's getting even worse with this on the grid shit. People buying Teslas, cars driving by themselves. That shit is crazy. You ever seen Replicas? I just watched it again last night for the third time. Replicas, like I told y'all, while we around here fighting over this and women showing their booty online, titties, and everybody don't want to look pretty. Man, these folks trying to take, ain't no trying, they are taking consciousness, whatever you want to call it, consciousness, your soul, spirit, whatever, taking it out of here, downloading on the computer, okay? Downloading on the computer and taking this avatar, this is just an avatar, physical avatar, putting you in a computer, putting you in a whole, like a robot, giving you a whole different body, okay? If you go watch Replicas, that's basically what they're doing. This is real, right now. So they trying to live forever, okay? This is eternal. You know what I mean? They trying, and this is why I say, they're going to keep us busy over here while they doing what they do over here. Stop getting caught up in that shit, man. Stop hating on other people. Like, come on, bro. Everything you do, it came from what a bitch told you. Okay? Same with racism. Like I said the other day, if a white man over there and a black man over there and they don't like each other, but never did nothing to each other personally. He never did nothing to you. You never did nothing to him. But why y'all hate each other? Because another bitch put that program in your head. That's all it is, bro. It ain't rocket science. How to control millions of people. Control what they think. Control what they eat. Control what they shelter. That's it. And these folk control everything on levels a lot of y'all don't even have a fucking clue. I'm telling y'all. These smart houses, when it comes to shelter, Alexa, cut the AC up. Alexa, lock the door. People really think that's some cool shit. Think about it. Think about it. You know they hacking them I can't think of the name of them little shits, but what people put in their houses, people are hacking them and coming through the speaker telling them, hey, I see you, hey, woo, they hacking them bitches. I'm gonna do a video about this girl that they found dead in Orlando that they say the person that worked at the complex, he had her code to her house. She had one of them smart locks. If y'all know about these new houses, they put these smart locks on them. You can unlock the door from your phone and all this old dumb shit. And they say he the one went in there and did that. And the reason they believe he did it because he committed suicide. So they link that together. I'm gonna do a whole story, but I ain't want to. I'm gonna show y'all everything got to be on the grid. This is more enslavement. Why? Because they control the data. We the rats. Everything that we do, we give them all the power and more information to build better AI. Okay? They know how, okay, you live here. You normally, you this age. Let's say you live here in this area. You 45 years old. And you keep your AC between this and that. Because they know you the one screaming it out. Hey, Alexa, turn my AC here. They know. So they can better serve you with products. What to sell you, what not to sell you. Cross-reference everything. Same as I've been telling y'all what Amazon been doing. Amazon ain't smart. They not smart sellers. They just have all the data. Every time you log on Amazon, there's a record of everything you done clicked, how long you been on it, what made you buy this, you bought that, you did this, and cross-reference you with millions of other people and categorize your ad to say you're more likely to take this promotion. They're not going to put no beer in front of your face because you never clicked on beer. You never inquired about beer. But for the beer clickers, oh, you clicked on this, they're going to send you all kind of beer promotions. Not only that, they know what product sells. They know what part of the fucking country it sells. They know how long it peaks and sells and when it stops selling. They know the age range of people who buy it. Oh my God. You have to understand, man, data. He who controls the data controls the people. We the rats. They just figured out ways to make decisions before we make them. Because they're persuading us to do things subconsciously that a lot of us don't understand. I've done videos about this shit millions of times. Engineers, attention engineers. This is how they built on social media platforms. Engineers. They know when you look at a menu, your eye gonna go in the middle. It's gonna go up this way. It's gonna go over here and back to the middle. So what they do, they put a camera behind the menu and they calculated how many people did that pattern. So with people doing that pattern, as us being people, they know what to put here, what to put there, what to put here, what to put there. And it works. Any menu engineer will tell you this is how they can enslave us. You see what I'm saying? We make decisions based off the shit that they know we're going to do. They're ahead of us. They're a step ahead of us. So when we make this unconscious decision, they have all the data. They know what we're going to do next. Here. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, man, these people use colors. They use, when it comes to digital, like I told you, that's why we stopped using digital TV. I'm going to say analog TV. They want it, all TVs going digital. Why? Because with digital, they could be in New York and send a signal to you down in Miami. They couldn't do that with analog. It wasn't going to happen. It's crazy, man. Like, when I sit and look at how fucked up we are and the way we going, I can't sit on social media and put no BS out. I can't do it. This is more enslaving us, and it's going to more enslave our kids. And imagine they kids. Imagine our kids by the time they here. So if you ain't doing something, I don't care if you sharing my videos, other people's videos, getting on here doing videos, you can't free a slave unless they know they're in bondage. And I just gave you so many, big reasons why we're going to continue to be enslaved. Because of the things that their matrix that they created. In the matrix, when Neo figured everything out, he had no more fear, they couldn't touch him. It was flawless. They got him off fear. Fear. Success is on the other side of fear. Okay? You got to understand this shit, man. That's why I say, man, I don't think people understand the troubles that we in as far as people go, civilizations goes. Man, our whole life we've been lied to, bro. Our whole motherfucking life. You've been lied to, boy. You've been told what this is, what that ain't. And you know right now they're heading towards erasing gender. There's not going to be no more gender. Do you know what that's going to do to us, what it's doing to us? How do we get these people to control to do this? Why we sit back and be okay with this shit? It blows my mind, bro. Like, we so separated, man. I told y'all, man, I know a lot of y'all got neighbors that, I even got one. Been over here. I walked by this dude, man, for over going on 2 years, man. This dude ain't never said nothing to me. I ain't never did a motherfucking thing to him. And before I say, man, you know what? Hey, I don't need to talk to nobody. Dog, that make me ungodly. So all these so-called religious people and people who think, I don't go by that. That's why I say, man, I go off what's right and what's wrong. You feel what I'm saying? Nah, I ain't gonna say I hate it. I don't like it. I can't make them speak to me. But it's just, we fucked up. We living in a world where we make decisions based off what other people put in our minds. We see the world through other people's eyes. That's ideologies. You know what I'm saying? We living through other people's ideologies. They putting their ideologies on us, and we're living our lives based off what they say. And they doing it in a way where you don't understand. They're attacking us through food, music, gender, race, finance, everything. Everything is weaponized. So before you sit and you judge a person or you really look at the situation, even yourself, you living in a world where you don't control a fuck thing. Nothing. The only decisions you can make is within the circumference of what the government say you can and can't do. You can't even go fishing without a motherfucking license. And child support is taking them too. They took mine. I got them back. But they took mine back in the days. So you got to understand, when they give you a driver license, oh, that's a privilege. Motherfucker, I ain't tell you to build no roads. I ain't tell you to create a reality where we got to drive to work. And when I say this, I'm going to try to say this in a way where people understand. A lot of people do things based off what other people are doing. I might not say, and I may not be strong enough to just say I can't do it. Because when you in a world where everybody moving and things move, some of this shit you going to have to adapt to. This is the effects of divide and conquer. I might say, man, fuck that. I don't want to pay no light bill. I don't want to pay no this, that, or whatever case may be. I'm going to come kick me out, throw my ass in jail, and everybody going to go on about their life. So a lot of times we do shit based off what everybody else doing, and we can't stop the majority of people doing it. So that me as an individual, I can't do it by myself. You can't do it by yourself. It take all of us to do it. This is why they keep us divided with all these different things. We people. You know what I'm saying? And it's getting worse. There's a lot of shit I can't even get on here and talk about. It is getting worse, people. It's getting worse. So I'll just give y'all some things on why you do what you do, why you wear drawers, why you wear bras, why you wear this, why you wear that. Because a bitch told us we had to wear that or should wear that. And they made a company out of it and made millions and billions of dollars. This is how you control people. You get them up here. A lot of shit, man, I don't want to do. And it's a lot of shit I used to do, I don't do. I do the bare minimum. And it's just setting it up to where I could be in a space where I don't have to deal with none of this shit. I wish I could just walk off grid, but I got things I got to do in order for me to sustain it. It's all about survival too. You can't be dumb, you can't be crazy. But a lot of times we be talking that black this, black that. You have to understand, we don't control shit. You can talk whatever you want. That's why it's important that we support each other. It's very important we come together. Right now, you can get whoever you want. A lot of us ain't going to, without money involved or this involved, we not going to just stop what we doing. We can't, really. So sometimes it ain't that, oh, you don't want to, he can't. I would want to give everything I can away for free. I can't. I'm in a world where everything got to be paid for. And until we all wake up and say, you know what, fuck this shit, then I could be like, yeah, fuck this shit. We been saying fuck this shit. But they going to take all of us to do that, bro. Not just me. All of us. So to a certain degree, we all slaves, bro, at some degree. Because we don't own a fucking thing. And the crazy part is we born into a world where they own everything. They built our reality around the shit that they own. Let me say it again. They built our reality around the shit that they own. They own the cars. Well, you need a car to go to work. You need a car to travel. They own everything. And think about every time you go to get something from the city, you can't even build on your house unless you need a permit. You can't do shit without getting a certificate. I told you who is the certifier? Who is the certifier? The owner. The owner is certified to give you a certificate. That's the certifier for you to get the certificate. Meaning he or she says you can or can't get this. But on the higher ups, these motherfuckers that's approving this fucked up food. These people all in bed with each other. How can you work for the people that approve certain shit that goes in the food, and when you approve it, you also got stock in that company or that product that you're approving of? You see how this shit work? You can't free a slave unless they know they're in bondage. Is all I'm saying. So with that being said, I really hope y'all made it to the end of this video. I just scratched the surface on a few things we could go, but y'all get the idea. If you can, do all you can, man, to get in a position where you don't need to be living based off people controlling us or controlling you. Because like I say, they done found a way to put the you know what that's been going on for the last 2 years in our food. And I knew that was coming. You know, I knew that was coming. How do we get them? You got to get the resources. He who controls the resources controls the people. And for all you religious fans, I'm sorry, but for all you religious people that go to that building and you praise every Sunday or throughout the week, ain't nothing clicked in your mind and said, man, God put this here for us, man. Why we got to pay for this? This is free. But you know why it works when it comes to religion? Because they own the big pastors too. And these are people dressed up in clothing that ain't no good. They ain't no good. I don't care. Everybody that they call themselves a pastor ain't no damn pastor. You can't fool me with that. So what they do, they get the biggest pastors with the biggest influence. And like they say, you can't beat them, join them. You gotta wake up, folks. And like I say, man, don't come at me because I'm bringing my energy to the people from a righteous standpoint. You feel me? I don't care what you believe in. Just when it come time, keep pulling that trigger. Because we gonna need it. So with that being said, man, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. I ain't mean disrespect nobody, but at the same time, man, y'all know I come in peace. You feel me? So with that being said, like I tell y'all all the time, man, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. I'm out.